Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Yeah, remember I was telling y'all the cord, I was supposed to put the cord, the damn laptop shut down. And after it shut down, it clipped the show. So now this is part two. I got to get the good brother to come back. I'm going to have to send him the link. So just give me a minute. You dig? Give me a minute. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way in and pull up. Let me send this brother the link. Yeah, that bill was going real good. You feel me? I'm gonna need to get that back. But in the meantime, between time, while we wait for that, KTLUniversity.com, that's where you'll be able to get tickets for the master class from the master teacher, A.A. Rashid, in Los Angeles, live in Los Angeles, right on Melrose. You know what I'm talking about? The Kabbalah God, he's going to be tapping in. I'll be out there in Los Angeles, live streaming the master classes to the audience. All right. The tickets are going to be at www.ktluniversity.com. You dig? So come and tap in. All right. But let's see if we could get the good brother to come back. All right. Inshallah. I'll keep my fingers crossed. I did send him an invite via email. So let's hope that he taps in. But yeah, hit the like button. This is part two. Make yourselves comfortable. And yeah, let's chop it up. In the meantime, between time, while we wait for the good brother, is there any questions that anybody out there has that they want to ask that I'll be able to answer while we wait for our good brother to pull up? And I was saying that earlier in the first episode, we are going to be doing an AMA. That's an Ask Me Anything. That's going to be coming up with me and Blue Pill. I'm going to make sure to do it with both of us. Well, let me not volunteer Blue to do anything. I'll be doing it. I'll be doing it very soon. So look out for that. Peace, peace. Yes, yes, we're back. Yes, indeed, we are back. This is part two, part dos, part two. No conspiracy. That wasn't nothing that YouTube didn't do anything. That was all technical error where the laptop just completely died. And then I put the cord, plugged it up, I put it back in, but it took like, you know how these Macs got a mind of their own. It took a few minutes to charge up. So we're back now. Proud of you and the fam acquiring the new lounge. Yes, announcement about the new lounge as well. Because I did put some advertisement out earlier today that said tomorrow will be the grand opening, and we have extended the grand opening until next Thursday. Right, that is next Thursday. We will be commencing with the grand opening of our new lounge in Buckhead, Atlanta, Buckhead, Georgia, Atlanta, and it's called The Chamber. Okay, the King's Chamber, the Royal Chamber. Not gonna call it the King's Chamber because I don't want the sisters to feel like they're being excluded. So it's neutral. It's the chamber. And yeah, this is gonna be a real dope spot. The food, man. If for nothing, just come there to eat, bro. Just come and get some good food because they got some good ass food. They got some. Oh, they have Tassili's Raw Reality. They're gonna be catering, and you're just gonna get a dope menu. So you know, and I believe we'll be open during like working hours. It'll be a lounge where you could come and eat lunch and things like that. So yeah, have you a mocktail. You know what I mean? Have you a mocktail. So yeah. Yep, yep, yep. Let me see something real quick. 44 chamber. I like that. I like 44 chamber. That's dope. That's dope. 44 chamber. Sound like some Wu Tang shit. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I'm working on getting AA back in. Yes, indeed. That's what I'm working on. We're gonna make that happen. All right, give me 1 second. 44 on the 33rd. You said it resonates different. It definitely does. It does. It does resonate different. I like that. I like the resonance that's given. Right. I like the resonance that's given. 44 chamber. I like that. Hmm. I'm gonna run that by the team. You know what I'm talking about? I'm definitely run that by. We won't leave that on the cutting room floor. Yeah, somebody said A was cooking. Yeah, the brother was definitely he was in the kitchen. He was just warming up. That's the funny part. But he was cooking though. So I did reach out to the good brother. So let's mm, 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 mm. Peace to the kings and the queens. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, we'll definitely keep you updated when it comes to the lounge. In the meantime, we will keep everybody updated. We'll do our best to document the whole process through video, through content, through the lens of the camera. That's very important. You know, uh, you never know what could come out of this whole endeavor. You know, sky's the limit. To be honest with you, Atlanta is a powerful town on so many levels, but one of the levels that it really shines is through the musical lens, through music, through entertainment. You know, so that's a new venture that I'm very eager into diving into. So yeah. And we'll definitely be letting the family know when we're gonna be doing things like open contests looking for talent and brothers and sisters to showcase their talents out here on these stages. Yes, sir. Nice camo shirt. Yeah, this is one of the classics from the collection. This is vintage Kings County. CME gonna hit the earth on the 24th. Will you attend EYL Invest Fest? Yeah, I'm definitely thinking about being at the Invest Fest. That feels like something that I need to be at. So yeah, as it stands, I do think that I'll be attending the Invest Fest. I got the suit. You know what I'm talking about? I definitely got the suit. So, you know, that is something that because I would love to hear what, what that whole network is talking about in terms of investing. You know what I mean? Like, that's very interesting to me. I want to hear what the angel investors or the lean investors, anybody that's out there that has some capital and they look like us and they understand, they walk and talk like us. Shit, you need to be there too. You need to be there too. You know, big up to the Scorpion King. Brat. Yeah, big up Keaton. Mhm. Yeah, man. Thoughts on Joyner Lucas switching over? What do you mean switching over? Where did he switch to? Why y'all don't work with young Pharaoh? When he first came out, we was definitely working with him. Yeah, in the early days. But yeah, somebody, Juan Santiago. What do you mean by join the Lucas switching over? Can you elaborate on that? I want to know what that means so I can answer that question. J Electronica. Who heard about J Electronica possibly signing to Griselda? That story came across my table the other day. Has anybody else confirmed that? They said that West Side Gun was saying that Jay Electronica might possibly be signing with Griselda. And I was like, that's a moment in hip hop right there. You know? I was like, that's a moment in hip hop. If that happens, the potential for a classic album on a fear index, that shit has just hit. It just went up with that. It just went up with that. That's major right there. You know what I mean? Jay Electronica with a Conway feature. Okay. I'm here for that. I'm definitely here for that. So if that happens, that'll be a moment in hip hop. You know what I mean? And I hope that they make the best of that. You know. Red, how do I start to pull out a collective community here in Bermuda? I feel like I'm solo. Oh, you want to build up tribe? Tribe. You want to build up a collective community? Hmm. It's possible. You know, it's definitely possible. We would have to, I wouldn't, there's no magic answer to that. We would have to definitely set up some type of consultation so we could, walk through it, and figure that one out. But that is definitely something that's doable. And I highly encourage it from my standpoint. I highly encourage it. I would mind, right, if I live in a place where I feel like I'm the only person, where I am the only person that may be conscious or maybe on a certain frequency, but I feel like there's other people. You have to develop a way to mine your community, like sift through the dirt, sift through, how you would mine if you were looking for gold. You would sift through the quote unquote useless soil looking for something of value. That's the same way that you're gonna have to do in, you have to mind your people, but also mind your business at the same time. But just look for you have to look for those amongst your tribe that are like you, that are vibrating on your frequency. Somebody said no and Jay Electronica, the album won't drop till about 4 years after he signed. Yeah. Yeah, not certain musicians be, man. I ain't making no excuses, but god damn it, you know, sometimes maybe he needs some inspiration. Hopefully he could get inspired over there with those pens that are over there at Griselda. You know, you still tapped into Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. They're still talking to you. Yeah, yeah. Shit. That project has shelf life. It will, it doesn't have humongous replay value, right? Not per se, not in particular, unless you're like, yo, I'm just binging on Kendrick Lamar for a minute, right? Through the whole summer, I'm just gonna binge on some Kendrick. Then yeah, I understand. But the album is definitely has good replay value to it when you play it back. That's the Kendrick album I'm talking about, y'all. It does have some good replay value to it. I would definitely, I would encourage him to do more visuals of some of those songs. Yeah. Somebody said that shit was weak. There you go. Yes, yes. Shout out to them. Red, I've been on Clubhouse. I can honestly say there are too many people out here not doing the knowledge, but speaking as they are and faking the funk. Oh man, whew, man. When I saw that shit on Clubhouse, I was like, man. When I started peeping what was going on Clubhouse, I was like, oh, this is an incubator. This is a clone incubator. You know, this is like a clone incubator. I see it. They was doing a lot of cloning on that app. You know, and like you said, but you know, you're on Clubhouse. People don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, I can relate to that. What happened with the Godstones? Just got blown to smithereens. They said they was gonna put them back up. Hold on. The sun rays was brazy today. Yeah, that sun is acting up. That sun is acting up. Clubhouse is like talking to strangers on a train. That's a good analogy. That's a good analogy. It damn sure feels like that sometimes. You know. But make no mistake about it, it's some deep ones on Clubhouse. I don't want to downplay anybody, any of the geniuses that I've heard on Clubhouse. There's some pretty thorough researchers on Clubhouse, right? But they get overshadowed because it's like a it's an incubator. It's a fucking rest haven for people that are out there doing their best, master teacher rendition. You know, they've been studying them YouTube videos and they out there cloning niggas the same way that like how Instagram pages is getting cloned. Well, people getting cloned on YouTube too with these goddamn motherfucking and on TikTok with these people who are, walking like, talking like, acting like, but they not that person. But they stole their whole fucking algorithm. You know, they got cloned because people is out here copying each other. So that's what it is. But yeah, it's people out here putting in work. It's a handful. It's a handful. It ain't a whole lot. It's a handful. You need a verse. Yeah, you need. All right, sock it to my pocket then. You know, you had a dude tell me we come from monkeys last night, and he had people vouching with all their heart. Yeah, that's what they think. Of course, they stand on that. The perception is completely different of who you see in the mirror versus who they see through their eyes or when they looking at you through a mirror. The ATL rappers getting their houses broken into, like Future Baby Mom. Yeah, they busted a burglary ring out here in Atlanta. Yo, Atlanta's off the chain, bro. You know, Atlanta's off the chain with this crime shit, bro. These niggas out here, they be on fuck demon time. They on gremlin time. So they just busted a burglary ring that was targeting celebrities and people who are high profile on social media, right? Them social media accounts be getting stalked by them jack boys. So yeah, they going through I don't know how to say it. I think that this city is going through a tug of war of frequencies, right? There's ultimately going to be a frequency that's going to prevail, but the frequency that was prevailing over the last 5 years, I would say, people is complaining about that shit. You know what I mean? They're like, it's too much, it's too dark, it's too low. You know, it's too it's too chaotic. It's too chaotic, you know. So the potential that Atlanta holds and the talent, the raw talent of musicians that want to express themselves, but probably are not able to express themselves, don't feel free expressing themselves, don't feel welcome expressing themselves. There's a lot of factors at play. You know what I mean? They just be falling back, So it's yeah, it's there's a balance that is coming back. Do you think they'll give Gunna and Young Thug at least 5 years? You know when I know about when it'll make more sense to me about the YSL case? When I find out who the other two that she's going after, the DA that is in Atlanta. They said that they're looking for they're about to indict two other gangs or well known rappers with gang affiliations in Atlanta. They're gonna RICO them or whatever. So when I find out who those two are, then I can give you a real answer in regards to how much time they're gonna be giving Young Thug and Gunna. Because if it is who I think it is, then they're gonna connect some shit, like connect the dots. You know what I mean? They're gonna connect the slimes. They're gonna put together a syndicate that's gonna look like the commission of hood niggas if they connect these dots in a way that I think that they might be holding these cards, because everybody in Atlanta knows, they say the names. When you say that, they call out the names, they know what it is, you know. Somebody said protect little baby at all costs. Right. Right. So she positioning herself for a Kamala campaign. Yeah, that's what it's looking like, right? She's definitely building her name up for something. She ain't gonna let that shit go to waste. She don't look slow to me. When I look at that DA, I see ambition in her eyes. She don't look slow, like she about to slow down. You feel me? It's not what she looks like. Feds did a sweep. Feds did a sweep. Atlanta getting dangerous. Shit, Atlanta been dangerous. I'm here to let you know. I'm not here to let you know, but I'm here to be of testament, right? That I feel that that energy is going to shift, right? I feel that that energy may have reached its apex and is going to shift. We can exist in an Atlanta with crime and murder and robberies and all of that shit is not at the degree that where it was that they had people packing up and running from this place. You know, I'm just putting that out there. You know what I mean? I feel that, the soil is fertilized and it's time for something to grow out of that. And there's a lot of good things that could sprout from this red clay. Did I catch Tyreek on the no jumper interview? Yeah, I caught that. Caught that. That was a good interview. Linux Mall Boys. Yeah. I don't even know who. You see Young Jeezy at an amusement park in New Hampshire. Living good. Yeah, niggas is they enjoying their lives, you know. They enjoying whatever life has to offer. But yeah, I'm gonna give my good brother AA about 5 minutes, you know what I'm saying? And if he's not tapping back in, I'm gonna go ahead and tap out because I have to get ready for a flight early the next day. So, which I can do, and the best thing that will get you, because being on YouTube is one thing, but being in a master class is a whole nother thing. Information is a lot more focused. The lesson is going to be more direct, and it's a lot of perks that are going to come with this. He has an ebook that he'll be giving out along with the study guide. So, did I see everything everywhere all at once? You know what? I didn't get a chance to see that yet. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to see that. You would love to see a Boozy and Red Pill interview. He's born on my birthday. Boozy, badass. He's born November 14th. You could look it up. And I believe we born the same year, 75. That's why I say that's my evil twin. That's my doppelganger. That's my dark hermit. I would love to do an interview with Boozy. That would be dope. Or some Scorpio shit. I would have to go into my Scorpio bag. You know what I mean? I might have to drink a pint of Tito's or something and go in my Scorpion bag. But, that'd be a dope interview. Yeah, the Sci High 19 Keys conversation. That was dope. I watched that. That was dope. Yes, it was. Brother Sci High sharp. You know what I mean? You know, that's what the game been missing, man. Black men not being afraid to show their intellect. That's what the game been missing. You know what I mean? That's the balance that we be talking about. That's the balance that's been missing. That's why it's been so unbalanced. Not to say that that's not gonna exist. Let that shit exist. Let it breathe. Let it do what it needs to do. Let it live. Where's the balance though? That's the $1 million question. The balance is we need melanated men and women, and especially these artists that have a lot of influence over the hearts and the minds of both young people and elders and olders. These people, these people are very influential, Very, very influential. You know what I'm saying? People hang on to every single words. So when they pick up the information, when they pick up what it is that we're giving them, and they're able to share that with their people, then it's a touchdown. You know, interview Blue Pill and Kanye West. Yeah, that would be dope. That would be dope. That would be full circle because Blue Pill interviewed Kanye West right before his accident. So that would be coming full circle, you know. You said downtown to Buckhead at night is beyond dangerous. Huh. Nah, it ain't that dangerous. Not where we got our spot at. I can't speak for the. To be honest with you, like I said, I can't speak for Atlanta because it's not like I'm outside all over Atlanta every night. You need that hat. You said Poe Pablo interviewed Kanye West. That's fire. That's fire. That's a good one. Watch the Pillars album coming soon. Shit. You might be on to something. You might be on to something. What would y'all want me to talk to Boozy about if I did a Boozy interview? How the hell would that go? How would that go? That's interesting. Now that I think about it, that is. I was just wondering how would that go. What do you think about the Griselda versus Flex drama? Shit. Well, if anybody's listened to my broadcast, whenever I was critical about Funk Master Flex or Hot 97 to be more direct, I said similar things to what Conway the Machine says, regardless of if I sell as many albums as him or whatever. We feel the same way because not only do we feel the same way, a whole bunch of people feel like that. We know beyond a reasonable doubt that New York hip hop has been compromised and commercialized, right, by corporate America, corporate interests, big bank, people that don't look like us, don't have our best interests in hand. You know, the monopolization of these radio stations and all of that shit. You know what I mean? And then the gatekeepers, yes, there are gatekeepers who will basically make sure that certain music don't get played in New York City, you know? And it don't have nothing to do with payola and all of that other slick shit. They'll make sure the gangbangers and people who are perpetuating gang culture are on front and center, you know what I mean? While, you know, they overlook and they look past artists that are qualified. So I understood both parties. But you know, Funk Master Flex, he has the position to pivot and to play and to hide his hands and whatnot. And he has a huge influence on the culture, you know. But yeah, and when it comes to the approach, it's all about how you say things. Sometimes I think some of the things that come from Conway could be seen as bitter and taken the wrong way because it does come off as, out of the whole team, Conway, his critiques or his insecurities about how people treat Buffalo is more apparent with him. Like he has more of a chip on his shoulders and he wants to prove something. And he bumped heads with a few New York artists, Jim Jones, now the Funk Flexes. He's gonna continue to bump heads. So, transmutation of the culture, black manhood for the future. Yeah, I'm with that. Yeah, shout out to Math Hoffa. I like his podcast. I've been binging on that. I like how they put that together. You recently came across a 60-minute Funk Master mixtape. The guy was great in that era, but he ain't get the pulse. But who does? Shit. In the tunnel era, Funk Master Flex was like a demigod. He wasn't a mixtape DJ. He was a club DJ, and he's definitely big to New York rappers. If he say your shit is hot, you hot. Like he got that word. He's a kingmaker, beyond a kingmaker. He drops bombs on your music. He hits you with those. That was almost guaranteed platinum in his heydays, for sure. It was definitely platinum. That platinum was that was a regular layup at one point in the 90s. Oh, Cambada and Conway on the track. That's coming soon. That's that's without a doubt. That's without a doubt. I would bet three houses on that one. That's without a doubt. You know, I want to hear Cambada, J Electronica, and maybe West Side on the track. No, Cambada, Stove God, and J Elect with the Stove God on his street conscious shit. That would go crazy. And the sad part about it is that DJ Drama's in here, Big Cap is in here, like a lot of the legendary DJs who would be, who they're not here, they're gone. So Funkmaster Flex, he's holding on, and they calling him an old head, and he's calling other people old heads. Shit, crazy, it's crazy. But once again, we're opening up a lounge in Atlanta because we don't want to fall under the dictates of the DJ pools and the fucking only the 20 songs that you hear in every single club that you go to. Now we're not sticking by those mandates. We're not waiting for Funkmaster Flex to break an artist in our camp. We're gonna do it ourselves in our own clubs, playing our own music with people with an audience that know the music. You feel me? That's how you do it. So Dipset, Def Jam, yeah, a lot of shit. Nothing coming out of New York really that took off could they gotta give that, yeah, they gotta shake Flex hands. And people give DJ Clue, they give him his props, but I don't know if they give him the real props that I think he deserves because he did a lot. DJ Clue was the mixtape king. He was breaking niggas. He was shifting the culture for a minute. How did Flex get to that high of influence? I'm a young bull red. Well, Flex got a position at the Tunnel nightclub, which was one of the best nightclubs for hip hop in terms of experience and shit like that, and like cultural moments. So he became the in-house DJ at the Tunnel. Then he parlayed that, or I think he might have been at the radio before that. Then that made him get the mix show and radio kind of lit, right? So after that, he just went corporate. You know what I mean? Like he was able to lock into multiple corporate positions and shit like that, get on TV, get a sneaker. You know what I mean? Get some albums and shit. You know what I mean? Instead of mixtapes, he's putting out albums now. And he's just been at Hot 97 ever since. You know what I mean? And that's how he's risen up to power. And Hot 97 is a huge play in the market. So, you know, yeah, yeah. That new AA and Dirty Digs is crazy. Yeah, that album is stupid. Yeah, that shit is stupid. Shout out to King Simon. You been playing that Nod? Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yeah, you got some hits on that. Yeah, Jessica Rosenblood was his manager. She was the best club promoter in Lower Manhattan. You heard that on Combat Jack show, RIP. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Rest in peace to Combat Jack. Yeah. Yeah, Jessica was the manager. She was the one that you saw in the Belly movie that they shot through the glass in the beginning. In the beginning of Belly, that's the tunnel that they was going into with the unisex bathroom and shit, and they ran up and ran into the money room. That's the tunnel. That's the world famous tunnel, right? And Jessica is a Jewish lady who you see they shoot her and she goes through the window. That's her and whatnot. She's like a famous promoter in New York City. Dig. But the owner of the tunnel was Peter Gation. He had one eye. He had an eye patch. Peter Gation. He got locked up for ecstasy or some shit. He was an outlaw for a minute. Peter Gation. It was lit. It was gangsters. 10 Summers was the track. Yes, yes. China Flow and Sherman Hemsley. Appreciate that. I appreciate that. So look, this is what we're gonna do. I'm going to tap out because I have to prepare myself for a flight and get myself ready to go to a whole nother coast. I just wanted to go live with the good brother and let y'all know that we will be doing something in Los Angeles on the West Coast, on the West Side, on Saturday and Sunday. And I look forward to meeting and greeting everybody that pulls up. You dig? And yeah, man, it's gonna be special. King Simon, we got something coming up in October with Baba Ajra Kwesi and Stone Mountain. Yeah, we working. Yeah, Red Dot video coming out. It should be launching, if not tonight, tomorrow. Shout out to everybody on that new album. Yeah, so with that being said, I will see y'all on Melanin Monday, or I'll see you at the live stream. Either or. You know what I'm saying? Either or. However it goes, I will see you soon. You dig?